So do let me know if you can see me, hear me, and you can see the slides as well. And more importantly, let me know which industry you're from. Are you from, hi Marlo, Marlo is from Philippines. Are you from the insurance business, the real estate business, the network marketing business? You're a photographer, a videographer. Are you a trainer? Are you a fitness instructor? What industry are you from? So that, we can customize today's session for you. It's pretty cool, we have about guys, how many people signed up for this webinar?
630.
We have 630 of you who signed up for this webinar. So it's pretty amazing, the power of technology. But the only slight problem is this particular webinar platform, we cannot load everybody up. So it's a first come, first serve thing. Okay, so if you're on, congrats, you managed to get in. If you're off, I'm sorry, you probably have to watch the replay or you join us in another webinar. Okay, so please do not log out, because the minute you log out, you are back in the queue. That means you have to re-queue like everybody else. Okay, so do not log out. So Area Rivera, you're an insurance agent. All good from insurance. John Amos from the training and development. Yay, fellow trainer. Okay, what about the rest of you, man, guys? Get used to using the chatbot. Let me know, where you guys from. If you have any technical issues, I have a whole team over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. So we will be able to help you privately, okay? We will talk to you privately to fix your tech issues, should you have any, okay? So do let me know which industry you're from, as we're going to get started really, really soon. Eugene is selling wielding machinery online. That's very, very cool. Oh my God! Hi, Joseph. Joseph is from MetLife, Lebanon. Wow. Okay, so we have people from Lebanon, Beirut, and people from the Gulf area. Vincent is from the network marketing. Hi. You guys should be able to see me, right? This is me. It's real. It's a live session. Please remember to go somewhere really, really quiet for you to have this session. Switch on your airplane mode if you have to, and switch off your email notification. Okay, make sure your laptop, your handphones fully charged, great Wi-Fi. And at the end of the session, there will be opportunity for you to ask questions. So remember to stay all the way to the end. And I have a little bonus for you as well. So if you stay all the way to the end, you have access to this really cool PDF that has 21 creative ideas that you can use for this year. You can also use that for 2020. Okay, so remember to stay all the way to the end. This is a 2-hour webinar, so we're going to end on time. Make sure you stay all the way, because we're going to give you a lot of cool ideas and secrets. But bottom line is, I want to teach you a new method of acquiring sales, right? Using the power of social media. If you can see from all these testimonials, we have very, very good feedback, right? So have a look. Okay, so amazing results. So you'll be very assured that your time here with me, it's very, very well spent. Okay, most people who have attended the webinar on Wednesday, they find that they've learned a lot of things which is not easy to find online. They love the tips, they love the information, and I believe you would have that value as well. Okay, so let's get started. In today's webinar, I'm going to share with you how to leverage on social media to acquire thousands of ready-to-buy customers. Even if you suck at creating content, even if you have no money to run ads. This is me many years ago, 11 years ago, and I was struggling as a speaker and a trainer. I remember this is one of my very first overseas engagement, and I only had 15 people that attended the session. You might say that 15 people is a lot, but actually the truth is 7 of them were actually my friends. So technically there were only 5 people that were real audience, and 3 were like, auntie, uncle sitting down there wondering what's going on. I remember when I first started, my age and my inexperience was the biggest issue. Whenever I speak, there will always be people raising their hands saying like, how old are you? You look so young. And then I remember one time I told the client that I'm 26, and she rolled her eye and she said in Mandarin, 我吃的盐都比你吃的米多, which is the amount of salt I eat is more than the rice you eat, implying that I was very inexperienced. So I remembered that at the beginning of my career, I struggle a lot. I struggled to fix appointments with my prospects. My prospects doesn't seem to have time to meet me. They have time to meet every other trainer and speaker, but they just don't have time to meet me. And even if they meet me, it doesn't felt like a discussion. It felt more like an interview, and it felt more like an interrogation. So, and these people will take very, very long to decide if they want to engage me or not. And I remember even when they decide to engage me, they would push the price so low that I might as well just do it for free. So you must understand, back then, I was not a trainer full time. I was a government scholar. I was being paid good money, $3,500 Sing. But I quit that day job because I wanted to pursue my passion of teaching. And in Singapore, right, to be a trainer, you're only paid about $500 a day. And I could not even secure 2 training deals a month. So I was struggling to fix appointments, struggling to close appointments, struggling to get paid. So imagine every month I'm only making about less than $1,000. So I was so embarrassed, right, that my relationship with my parents was very bad, because deep inside I felt very guilty that I'm not giving them a good life. And every time I see them, I feel very bad-tempered because I feel like they are reminding me about how lousy I am as a son. I remember I don't go for school gatherings because every time I go for school gatherings, right, all your friends will be like flaunting their cars, their family, their babies, their holidays. And then, I'm a trainer. I'm supposed to show that I'm doing well, so I cannot look like I'm not doing well. So I felt like a fraud. It was really tough the first few years. And I noticed something, people treat you according to how they pay you. So if they pay you peanuts, right, they treat you like monkeys. And that was how I get. I was disrespected. I was underappreciated. So I just want to let you know, that's me, man. For those of you who have seen me at the top, I just want you to know that this is how bad I was, my backstory at the beginning. And I'm just wondering, how many of you here could actually relate to my story? Like, how many of you here actually have similar story to me, right? Give me a yes, in your chat box. Get used to using the chat box. Do you guys also struggle with sales appointments? Do you guys also struggle to take very, very long time to close a sale because people don't trust you? Do your customers, complain that you're very expensive and they don't want to buy from you? They bargain with you. Do you feel like sometimes your customers don't respect you, and even when you meet them for sales appointment, they're always like that, like, okay, I'll give you 5 minutes, okay? So they don't respect you. They don't give you the dignity that you deserve. Your words have no weight, right? And it makes you feel sometimes like a clown because you keep smiling, or sometimes it makes you feel like, why my life is like that. If you feel that way, I just want to assure you that you're in good hands. You're not alone. I was once upon a time like you. And I tell you, thank God for mentors. And I want to pause there to just let you know this. Every single one of you here, you need a mentor. Your managers, not all your managers, your direct managers are your mentors. Mentors are people that share the same values with you. Mentors are people that believe in you even if you don't believe in yourself. Mentors are people that dare tell you the truth even if you don't like it. And I was very fortunate because I was very close to quitting the career. And thank God Ron Kaufman came into my life. He is an international celebrated speaker. He's the godfather of the speaking industry. He founded a speaker association in Singapore. And one day he said to me, he gave me a call and we met up. And he said to me, Eric, let me tell you a brutal truth. Nobody will ever value you until you become a somebody. Nobody will value you until you become a somebody. And I asked him, what do you mean by somebody? He said that somebody is a person that is well known, is well loved, and well respected. He said, Eric, you need to be that status before your customers respect you, before your customers pay top dollars for you. And I told him, I said, but Ron, I just started this business. I'm only 26 years old. Doesn't it take time to be a somebody? And he said to me that, and I said to him, I said, don't you need a certain big achievement, or don't you need to lose an arm and a leg, before you are a somebody? Don't you need deep pockets, a lot of money to pay for PR agencies to promote you and put you on newspaper and radio? And I remember he smiled at me and he said that, Eric, during my time, yes, you need to have big achievements to be a somebody. During my time, you need to have money to pay a PR agency to promote you, on television or radio or papers. But today, Eric, in your world, the world of social media, where you are in control of the media with your phone, anybody can be a somebody, And I asked him, I said, okay, how do I leverage on social media to be a somebody? And he said to me that you need to have your own fan base. Like in the celebrity world, everybody has a fan base, right? A fan base is a group of people who know you, who love you, who respect you, and they would support you. If you're selling something, they buy from you and they only buy from you. And it's actually really perfect for businesses. You think about it. Any businesses that you have a lot of competition, right? You are spoiled for choice. That means as a customer, I'm spoiled for choice. I'm talking about the insurance business. I'm talking about the real estate business, especially, right? You guys got so many competition. So unless you have a fan base, your customers will not notice you. Your fan base, right, is what tees you up, is what lifts you up. Your fan base is what makes you feel like a superstar. And people are very 犯贱, Fanjian means people are all very practical. Until you become famous, right? Until you are like seen like a superstar, nobody wants to work with you. So if you're in any business that have a lot of competition, you need to have a fan base. If you're in a business where your customers are very skeptical, very price sensitive, you need to have a fan base. If you're in a business where you're selling something intangible, right? You're selling a training, education, fitness, something that we can't see, then you need to have a fan base. Why? Because customers don't buy what you sell first. Customers buy what you are. If they know you, like you, respect you, then they're open to your influence. So your fan base is what makes you a lot more attractive to your prospects. So he gave me an analogy because Ron knows that I'm a foodie, right? He said, Eric, the business world is like a food court. Okay, and then all these stores are your competition. The minute your prospect comes in, your prospect is wondering, what should I eat today? Like, who should I look for in the real estate world? Who should I look for in the insurance world? Who should I look for in the network marketing world? Who should I look for in the fitness world? And what's the very first thing they look at? They look at the queue. If the queue is very long, it tells you that the food must be very good, right? And therefore, they are drawn to the queue. Guys, the queue is your fan base. If you don't have people queuing up for you, you are done it. You are invisible in the business world, right? And I don't care if you are a young business or old business, as long as you got people surrounding you, supporting you, raving for you, you will do very well in this business. On the contrary, if you're really good at what you do, but no one is surrounding you, no one is raving about you, no one is talking good about you, then you might as well be like the other lousy business because it's the same. So I hope you start to see the power of having a fan base, right? Number one, you're going to get a lot more inquiries because people want to work with you. Number two, because you are somebody, people are willing to pay more money for you. Number three, because you are somebody, when people meet you, they're not there to consider, they're there to confirm. Therefore, you have a higher closing ratio. And most importantly, if my agent is a superstar, right? My agent got a big fan base. Obviously, by recommending you, my status goes up, which is a good thing, right? Therefore, you'll also start to see an increase in your referrals, which means with a fan base, you no longer need to chase after customers. You no longer need to beg for business. You no longer need to waste time doing roadshow. This is a picture I captured in Malaysia where these guys were actually playing Mobile Legends while doing roadshow. You can tell how ineffective roadshows are, right? And the beauty of social media is that because of the viral nature of social media, when you build your fan base on social media, everything doubles, triple, quadruple, go by 10 times because it spreads very, very quickly. So that's the reason why, this is me in 2009, when I first started in the speaking business, and less than 20 people come for my class. But look at what happened in 10 years. From 15 people, it became 10,000 people in 10 years, guys. And it all happened because I took my mentor's advice and built my fan base when I was still a nobody. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is, I need to be a somebody before I have a fan base. No. As you are a nobody, as you build your brand, you need to slowly start to have a fan base. Your fan base may be very small at first, 100 people, but it grows. And you know what? Because of this fan base, today I'm speaking in Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, China, USA, Prague, Budapest, and Middle East. The people today are listening to this webinar right now. You're from Gulf, Mediterranean Gulf. You're from where? Cyprus, you're from Greece, you're from Beirut. It would never have happened if not for social media. It would never have happened if I did not build my fan base on social media. Because of my status right now, I get to meet leaders from top around the world, including the Prime Minister of Singapore. I get Okay, this one is fringe benefits, okay? You get a lot of freebies. People will sponsor clothes, shoes, food, movies, bags, everything from top down sponsored, right? That happens when you have a fan base. Do you really want it? Well, everybody wants free stuff, so it's a fringe benefit. Most importantly, the minute you start to have a fan base, you start to be able to make a difference in so many people's life. You know, thousands of people. As you're sleeping, you are still making a difference in people's life. These are my youngest fans, only 10 years old. I have another fan from Czech Republic. He says he want to be like me when he grow up. You know, these things will never happen if I didn't have a fan base. So in summary, why do you need to have a fan base? First of all, what's a fan base? A fan base is a group of people who love you, who respect you, and who only want to do business with you. And the fan base has to be built on social media because it allows you to grow very, very quickly. What's the benefit? You get more inquiries, sales and referrals. You get respect and adoration. You get a lot of freebies and collaborations. And most importantly, you get to live a life of impact and fulfillment. I want you guys to tell me right now, as you're looking at this slide, out of all the benefits I just shared with you, which one resonates with you? Virginia was like, yes, I won! 5 exclamation mark. That's awesome. How about the rest of you listening to me right now? How many of you guys want those benefits? Like, which one do you want the most? Let me know in the comment section. I see some of you are driving. Please, if you're driving, just shout it out to me, but please do not type, okay? I want you alive by the end of the webinar. So tell me, music. Hi, Josephine. Sales, more inquiries, more sales, life of impact. So I hope that by you seeing what I've just shared with you very quickly about my backstory, that you could see that the vehicle to get you more inquiries, more sales, and more referrals is to have a fan base. That this is the only way you can accelerate in such a short amount of time. And I just want to let you know, right? It took me 10 years from nobody to be a somebody. And I just want to assure you, you do not need 10 years. I took 10 years because nobody's teaching the things I'm about to teach you. But the good news is, over this 10 years, I've created a roadmap of how somebody from being a nobody, being invisible, to be a somebody who is visible. I'm just like you, you know, a neighborhood boy, right? Normal guy. You know, my dad's a taxi driver. My mom's a housewife. You know, I'm average looking, right? But yet I can be a somebody. Some of you guys are more good looking than me. You have no way you can't be a somebody. So that's a roadmap. And, you know, that's the reason why last year I started putting a program together to teach a certain group of people like yourself to build a fan base. And I call them the KLR stars. K stands for known, loved, and respected. Started in Singapore, and the group has evolved to Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines. From about this number of people, our community has grown to 657 of us from all around Asia and recently in Middle East as well. And these stars, you know, I've been spending a year with them, teaching them how to build a raving fan base. And I also want to start teaching you how to do that, right? So, number one, how do you build a fan base? There's a process. Everything starts here. The goal, your end game is to build a raving fan base. A base of prospects who only want to buy from you and no one else. All right. And with this fan base, you're going to get a lot more inquiries. You're going to have a higher closing ratio, repeated sales, unsolicited referrals, right? These are the crazy people who only love you. But in order to build that fan base, you need to first decide which social media platform you want to use to grow your raving fan base. Any social media platform will work. Your job is to then convert the skeptical strangers into curious followers. Followers could be your page likes on your Facebook. It could be your followers on Instagram. It could even be the connections that you have on LinkedIn. So followers are essentially just people who start to pay attention to you. They are beginning to have a relationship with you. And your job is to then actively convert those followers into community members through content. So your job is to get them to want to opt in. So how do you become an active member? They have to raise their hand and say, Eric, this is my contact number. This is my email address. I want to stay in touch with you at a closer basis. So usually the mechanism is you'll take them out of the social media platform and you put them into WhatsApp, Telegram, WeChat, or you can put them into email or ManyChat, which is a Facebook Messenger. So the mechanism is to convert your followers who are on social media to a non-social media platform as community members. This is a way for you to qualify your leads. You want to see whether they're ready to buy from you. Now, so like this is one of my mentees who does that on a regular basis, right? Leave me a WhatsApp number, I'll add you into my community. So why do we need to do that? Number one, we want to qualify our followers. Not all followers will be willing to buy from you. You cannot sell to your followers. You need to sell to your community. These are the people that have a higher chance to buy from you simply because they opt in. Number two, you're not at the mercy of the platform. You see, today, right, social media platforms keep changing their rules, which means that at some point in time, who knows, right? Facebook might not like you and they cancel your account, or they might reduce your reach, which people are already suffering from. So if I constantly keep putting followers aside into my community, if anything happened to my social media platform, I still have a community who is active, who is for me, who's with me, who only wants to buy from me. So it's like, financial advisors, you always talk about this, right? You save money, but you don't put all your money in one basket. You take some of the money and you put it in another basket, right? So that you don't put all your eggs in one basket, essentially. You kind of diversify your risk. Number three, free from compliance issues. Many people I know of start selling their products and services on the social media platform. And they're going to get in trouble. If you're in insurance or in real estate and you're an MLM, you're going to get in trouble with the government, right? So many people say, Eric, you teach me how to build fan base, but my company don't allow me to do this, don't allow me to do that. Yes, they don't allow you to do all these things on the social media platform. But everything else you can do because it's like prospecting, right? So in fact, all my mentees today, they are free from compliance issue because they don't sell to the followers. They sell to their community, the active members. And then number four, you don't need to run ads. If you run ads, you are selling to skeptical strangers, and therefore they will not buy from you, which means because they don't know you, they don't like you, they don't respect you. So it means you have to put in a lot of money in order to get them to click on your ad. So if you have your own nurtured pool, you don't have to do it. So the best analogy I can give you is, many of you guys right now, you're hunting for leads, either through roadshow, cold call, or advertising. It's like you going to the desert and you're trying to look for an animal to shoot. One shot, one kill. That's what you're doing right now. That's what most of you are doing. That's why it's very tiring, because every month you have to reset and you have to keep doing it. My mentees don't do that. My mentees build an oasis. They build a very nice reservoir, and all the animals are attracted. All the leads are attracted to that reservoir. Every morning they come out, they just take. Easier, right? So I don't want you to hunt for leads. I want the leads to hunt for you. And you can only do that if you have a fan base, which is what I'm showing you right now. Finally, all these active members who are they know you, they champion for you, then you sell to this bunch of people. And the minute they buy something from you, they evolve from an active community member to a raving fan. All right, so I'm going to give you an example right now to solidify what I've just taught you. So this is one of my mentees. He's a student, but recently became a full-time insurance agent. And he's doing very well, even though this is only his first year. I'll show you. So notice, he only has 616 followers on Instagram. So many people have this misconception, you need to have 10,000 followers. No, followers, right, is just vanity, okay? Having a lot of followers is vanity. You do not need too many followers. With 616 followers, he's able to, I taught him how to convert them into active community members on WhatsApp. And then he actually started adding a lot of value to the people on WhatsApp. I taught him how to do that. And he was able to secure 8 meetups. He was able to do 8 meetups with just one Instagram story. So he posted one Instagram story and he shared that with his community, and he secured 8 meetups in that month. And the 8 meetups, he closed 6. Therefore, closing ratio is 75%. If you look at his testimonial, he told me this, right? He makes about $1,200 commission for every close. He closed 6, which means he makes a total of $7,200. So what that means is, with just 616 followers, because he's able to convert followers to active community members, to meetups, to raving fans, every follower makes him $12 a month. Until you can tell me how much money one follower bring you, then you start advertising, then you start scaling. This guy right now, he can then do all kinds of things to increase his follower because he knows that every follower brings him an average of $12 a month. That's the mechanism, that's the math behind having a fan base. All right? Now, so why do people suck, with building their fan base? You see a lot of people now on social media, right? LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. They have a lot of followers. Maybe they have even more than you. But how come they say that it is not working? Number one, because they were too focused on growing their followers. That was the only thing they did, grow followers. And number two, they sell to their followers, which is stupidity. Right? You don't sell to your followers because your followers only barely got to know you. These are people that you just met. And you sell to them, you're going to piss them off, and they're going to get angry, and they're going to leave you. The secret, or the right way, is to focus on conversion. Meaning to say, don't be too worried about the number of followers you have. What you should be focusing on is, how do you convert your followers into active community members, the outside of the social media platform? Another thing you should be concerned about is, how do you pitch and sell to this active community every month so that they buy from you? It's the arrows that I care more about. It's not the numbers that I care about. Do you understand now? So look at, I'll give you another example. This is one of my mentee. This is one of my mentee from the health industry. She's in the ketone business. Prove it, right? Her name is Jane. And Jane has 1,666 followers on Instagram. Right? And she has a community of 80 people outside. I was told this was on Telegram. And I taught her what kind of content to post to her community. And therefore, every month, she can secure 15 meetups. Some of you cannot even secure 5 meetups. People like her, she's already securing 15 meetups every month. And guess what? How many she closed? She closed all 15. She told me, one shot, one kill. By far, by zhong. I show you here, that's a screenshot. Now, why is it that she has 100% close rate? Why is it that Sam has 75% close rate? They are all less than 1 year in the business. Because I tell you something, it's about the quality of the lead. If your lead doesn't know you, doesn't like you, doesn't respect you, I tell you, no matter how good you are at selling, you will still fail. Your closing ratio will at most be 10-20%. But if that lead already have a relationship with you through all your social media content, they already know you, like you, and respect you. All right, you've been spending time with them. When you meet them, they're not there to consider. They're there to confirm. That's why 100% close rate. Jane told me this. Last time before KRR community, right, she was acquiring only 1 to 2 customers a month. Now, every month, she acquired 10 to 15 new customers every month. Her earnings have went to 4 figures. Now, guys, this can happen for you too, right? She's now, last time she made tens of dollars per month. Now she's making $3,000 to $4,000 revenue a month. All right, and she's only 8 months in the community. The countries have reached out to Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Barcelona, France, UK, Australia, and US. It's amazing. That's the power of social media. One last example from the real estate industry. If you're from real estate, shout out over here. Let me know that you're from real estate. This guy is from Navis, from Orange Tea. He uses social media for recruitment. And he has 5,200 followers on his Facebook page. And he has an active community of 1,337. And every month he will run career seminars. And in an entire year, he has 722 of them out of this active community that will attend his career seminar. And he closes 576. Hi, Parama. All right. And 576, and his closing ratio is 80%. Right. Now look at it. Because of him joining the KRR community, because of him learning from me how to build a raving fan base, he has this year in 2019 has increased his sales and manpower by 15%, while everybody else is actually defending their sales. Everybody is either a negative or a zero, but this guy is plus 15% in Singapore, which is a very competitive landscape. I told you last example. Let me give you one more from the network marketing. All right, his name is Clinton. He has a community called 20 and Free. He only have 265 followers and 338 followers on Instagram. So in total, he has 603 followers. Again, I taught him how to convert his followers into community by taking them out of social media. He has 357 of them on Telegram and WhatsApp. Every month, he will also do career seminars and product presentations. And he has all 357 of them who will come out and meet the presentation. That's his criteria, right? He only put them in the community after they meet him. So that's why it's 100%. And look at his closing ratio. 337 of them closed. Closing ratio, 94%. He has 300 marketing members right now, 30 full-time committed marketers, 7 key leaders. Those of you who are in the network marketing business, let me tell you this, I can help you scale this so fast, faster than your competitors, because your competitors are still doing traditional meetups. I'm telling you, we can do Zoom call meetups and you can meet many, many people within the same hour, and you can get this kind of phenomenal results. If you're young, you're open to social media, I can help you be a superstar in a very short amount of time. He started with inconsistent 4 to 5 figures monthly revenue. Now he has 6-figure consistent monthly revenue, global business. So let me summarize what I've just shared with you. Most people, they built their followers wrongly. They were too focused on growing on followers. They were too focused on selling to their followers, which is really stupid, right? What you should be doing is learning how to convert every stranger into a follower, learning how to convert every follower to a member, learning how to convert every member to a fan. So what you need is that 4 numbers. 3 numbers. 4 numbers. I need to know your followers, your members, your meetups, your fans. As long as I can work with you on that 4 numbers, you will have a pipeline. You will have a new pipeline like a golden goose that produces golden eggs every single month. Raise your hand and tell me how many of you here would love to have a golden goose by the time we're done from this webinar. Tell me here. If you want a golden goose, put there golden goose. Right? A golden goose is a pipeline that feeds you hot leads. Really hot, actually, it comes from the ass, right? I think it comes from the ass, right? I don't know, or the womb. I'm sorry if you guys are goose lovers. But you know, the whole goose will lay eggs, and they are golden eggs, and they are hot leads, and your closing ratio is very, very high, 75% to 100%. Stella wants a golden goose. Virginia wants a golden goose. Ming wants a golden goose. Baguio wants a golden goose. Julia Wong wants a golden goose. Everybody wants a golden goose. Very good, smart people, right? And I've also just showed you, with less than 1,000 followers on any social media platform, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, that these mentees of mine average earn $7,200 a month to $100,000 a month. They acquire 10 to 300 customers a month. They have 75 to 100% closing ratio, guys. I'm telling you that you can build this sales pipeline for 2020. Nobody is teaching this, by the way, guys. This is new, right? Everybody just tell you grow followers, but they never tell you the back end. The back end is really what gets you the money. So let me move on. Secret number 2. The little known formula for creating highly engaging content, even if you suck at writing or speaking. Now, this is a very important secret. Why? Because you need the content, you need to produce good content to move the skeptical stranger to a follower to a community member to a raving fan. You need content. That's why I tell all my mentees that if social media is the vehicle to help you build your fan base, then the content you produce is the fuel, right? And therein lies the problem. I mean, I'm sure many of you today, you have attempted to create content, right? But I get a lot of complaints, telling me that, Eric, I create all this content, but I don't see results. I get very little likes. I get very little comments. I get very little shares. How many of you have the same issue? If you have, let me know in the comment section. Say, me, I have the same problem, Eric. Right? What's your biggest problem when it comes to creating content? Right? Not enough likes, not enough comments, don't know what to produce, what kind of content to produce. Karma, Eugene, Alan. Now, those of you who say me, that's great. I got good news for you, because if you listen to me in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you how to solve that problem. And the problem is, by the way, let me introduce this guest, okay? Her name is Dawn, or Fiona, right? And she has a blog called Budget Babe, and it's a blog on how to have a financially free lifestyle in Singapore. So she's a blogger, but she's not an insurance agent. Okay, just a blogger, influencer. She has 7.6 million people reading her stuff. her content. Every month, she has 250,000 eyeballs, okay, who's reading her articles. So she knows what she's talking about. So I remember once interviewing her, and I asked her, I say, how do we create great content consistently? Once in a while, we might be able to create one great content, but the question is, how do you create great content that people want to watch and engage on a consistent basis? And this is a secret. The secret is, don't create great content. Model after great content. Let me repeat that. Don't create great content. Model after great content. I was like, huh? 什么来的? What do you mean? And she said to me, Eric, you're a public speaker, right? For you to be a great public speaker, isn't it easier if you go and look at all the 10 great public speakers and you model after them? Model their stories, model their delivery skill, model their style, their presence, their stage, and then you become like them. And then eventually you'll find your own style, but you get good. It's like sales as well, right? If you want to be a top sales guy, you model after other great sales guys. Look at how they think, look at what they do on a daily basis, look at how they pitch, what's the script they use, model everything exactly, you become like that. Because success always leaves clues. Would you agree? So therefore, it makes sense that if I want to create great content, all I need to do is go find great content that go viral, and go and break it apart and find out why they're doing so well, and I apply that into my profession. And that was what I did. So there was one video I created called From Nobody to Somebody. And by the way, I had 123,000 people who actually were rich. Okay. And these people, it's 95%, let me count, 95% of them were actually my followers, which means it's amazing. Why? Because we all know in Facebook page, the reach, organic reach is very low these days, only 2%, right? But I was able to reach 95%, which is out of the ordinary. I mean, that was a very good video. And I'll tell you my secret later on, right? I have 1.1 thousand likes, 298 comments, 348 shares. What's my secret? My secret was this. The minute I knew it's about modeling, right? I got one of my team member, I paid him some good money, and I actually asked him to scout for me the top 50 proven headlines. So we did a lot of research, we paid a lot of money, okay, to go and find the headlines. So, and what we do, we just model after the headline. So one of the headlines that is very good is putting a number exactly like this. The advice at timing will make you rethink about blank. So you can also put it, the advice at 2 minutes and 46 seconds will make you rethink about insurance. So you just model. That was a title that already worked. It does very well on Facebook. I just copy that and I changed the topic to my topic, which is branding. Next, I went on YouTube to find really, really good videos. I found this video. It's 2.1 million views. So it's a very good video. I broke it apart. So I got my team to transcribe the video to just kind of take a look at how he tells the story. And I noticed that the story has 3 parts. There's the backstory, which is who he was when he was young. What was the struggle he faced externally? What was the struggle he faced internally? So what do? I follow exactly. Now, obviously, I was not a very weird child, but I was a very bullied child. Right? The thing that I find most difficult was that I fill in the blanks, my own. Not being able to express myself, I fill in the blanks. Not very difficult. And I want to show you on YouTube, there are so many viral videos. Look at this one. The simple secret to happiness, right? So what do? You take that out and you change it. I show you, see? The simple secret to financial freedom. The simple secret to 6-pack body. The simple secret to losing weight. The simple secret to finding your dream house. The simple secret to healthier spine. Can you see that now, guys? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to pay expensive copywriters. You don't have to go for GP writing class. It's all on social media. The pudding is, the proof is in the pudding, right? All you need to do, go YouTube if you're on YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook. Look at all the videos that are doing very well. Copy the title out. Change the keyword to fit your topic. Whether is it real estate, network marketing, or NLM or whatever. Yeah? Then look at this. You see the thumbnail here? I will never forget that cup of coffee. Obviously, cup of coffee is something you can change, right? So you can change to something that is very inconspicuous, that is very normal looking. So this one, I will never forget that half-written letter. I will never forget that disappointing look on her face. I will never forget that bowl of bak chor mee. I will never forget that photo I took in Berlin. You see that? Just by following instructions, you can create great articles. So, summarize. Virginia was like, nice. Wow, Virginia is like super top student already. I see she's very enthusiastic. So, Don't create great articles, model. Find a good headline, find good content, model after the good content, you create the content. Now, I wanted to prove that this principle, this strategy works. So I tried on my community. Remember the 657 of them who are part of my community, right? So what I did was I compiled a guide for them, 21-day content guide. So what I did was every day for 21 days, they will create one piece of content. The content have 3 categories. One category of content is to help their followers know them. One category of content is to help their followers love them. And one category of content is to help their followers respect them. So I actually I did the homework for them. I went to look for all the viral content out there, and I put together the template, the guidelines, and I make them do it. I even give them examples. And therefore, the content guideline came about, and check out the results. These are people who once upon a time, like you, struggle with creating content. Their English is all fail on, okay? But a lady like her, right? English not number 1. She got 90 likes. First time she gets so much likes. Another one, Kitong, right? He did, I think Kitong is online right now. He got 75 comments. Here's another one from Philippines, one of my mentees in Philippines. He have 205 comments, 335 shares. This one totally out of the world. This is one of my mentees as well, Gerard. He followed my method so well, he created viral content. He has 75,000 likes, 32,000 comments, 49,000 shares. That's my mentee, by the way, KRR star. All right. And I want to highlight something to you. You look at Jiale, also one of my KRR stars, okay? He has diligently uses this template to create all this beautiful content, all right? I mean, he's not a YouTuber, he's not an influencer, but he's a good student. He modeled, right? He modeled after great content, which I've told him what to do. And see how consistent he is? 53 videos created already by now. And he only need 2,000 followers. 2,000, right? The content grew his followers to 2,000. Not just that, I asked him, hey, your English, pass or fail one? B4. Guys, English B4 is not very good, okay? To be good is A1, A2. He got a B4, which is a lower B. Yeah? To fail is F9, obviously. Another one, Jaslyn, COT, Court of the Table, right? She is very, very active on LinkedIn, and she contributes articles like how to achieve Court of Table. And one of the top articles, which I think, did I show you? Oh, I missed it out. One of the top articles, right, has about 500 comments, right? And she got C6 for GP. C6 says really bad. Another one, right? Yet she has so many followers, right? There. Here you go. There, see? Her article have 4,527 likes, 500 comments, and she got C6. As long as you are a good student and you know how to model, you will do well. Here's another Preston, fitness instructor. Same thing, all right? He knows how to model after great content. B3, all right? 40,000 followers. So I just want to highlight to you that every one of you listening to this right now, watching me right now, you can create great content. The secret is not to create, the secret is to model. And if you have proper guidance, you have proven templates, you can create engaging content just as I did. How many of you here believe that with this thing that you're seeing right now, you can create a content? Tell me yes or no. Go. If I give you this right now, do you think you can create a content? Music. No, I feel like I'm in Hawaii. Oh, can I have the ukulele? While waiting for you guys, let me play you a song. I look like I know how to play the ukulele, right? Hell yeah! Alan was like, hell yeah. Now, let's move on to secret number 3. Secret number 3. So, remember just now I showed you the funnel, not funnel, I showed you the process, right? The golden goose. You need followers, active members, meetups, and then raving fans, right? Okay, meetups you all know, but what you all don't know is there's a middle step, which is active community. Now just imagine this success story 1. Now imagine he has 5,000 followers. All right. If I use the same numbers, he would have 48 customers every month. And remember, he makes $1,200 a customer. He's going to make $57,600. This is the value of, this is the power of social media. That's why you don't go and build it on your Excel spreadsheet. You build your fan base on a social media platform because potentially your content can help you grow your followers. Jane, imagine she got 5,000 followers. she will have 45 customers. Another one, this is, who is this? This is Stuart, right? Navis. 5,000 candidates, followers. He will have 2,782 new real estate agents in his team, right? That means no more roadshows. I just want to highlight something to you. There's no way, none of you today can tell me within 1 month or 2 months, you can get 5,000 leads. No way. You can't get 5,000 leads through roadshow. You can't get 5,000 leads through cold call, street prospecting. You can't get 5,000 leads through referral. There's just no way you can do that, right? But social media is like a monster. You can get that, all right? Acquiring 5,000 leads is easy on social media if you know what to do. So for a year, I've been teaching my guys. These are the KR stars from Malaysia. So a big shout out if you guys are from Malaysia. And, I would spend a lot of time teaching them how to growth hack, how to have more followers. Because the minute you can connect the dots, the minute you can tell me follower, community member, and raving fans, you can connect the dots already, right? You will start to focus on growing your followers because you know that every follower can be easily converted to your community. So the problem is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, they keep changing their code, their algorithm. That's why I spend a lot of time with my mentees. My mentees spend a lot of time with me because the algorithm keep changing. I have to update them sometimes on a monthly basis. So in our secret membership site, I have this thing called how to build a 10,000 raving fan base. And under that video, right, there are like 30, 40 hacks, which teaches them how to expand their fan base. Right now, I'm going to pull one out. I'm going to teach you. And that's secret number 3. How do you get 5,000 highly targeted followers under a year without paying for ads? Many of you are starting to see social media as just an advertising platform. I see social media as a relationship building platform at scale. Let me repeat that. Many people see social media as an advertising platform. I see social media as a relationship building platform at scale. And you can build relationship with anyone, anywhere, anytime. That's the power of social media. So it depends on how ambitious you are. Now I'm going to show you how to have 5,000 followers on Facebook, okay? The secret lies in Facebook groups. So there are really 2 ways that you can search for Facebook groups. You can either search for Facebook target followers through the role that they play. So it could be expatriates, it could be business business entrepreneurs, it could be CEO, it could be young mothers. So you use a role, a role that they're playing, and then you put in your country or you put in your city. All right. So you put there, maybe you want expatriates in Singapore. So you put expats Singapore. Or if you want first time mummies in Ho Chi Minh, you put first time mummy Ho Chi Minh. Right. So then you'll be able to find all the groups that have those targeted followers. Or maybe you don't need a specific role, you want a specific interest. So some of you here maybe are foodies and you feel that if you can find followers who enjoy food like you, there's a connection. Some of you are into photography, so you want to have followers who love taking photos. So you can use all these interests to search for all the potential groups as well. And the really cool thing is there are like hundreds of thousands of groups on Facebook. And check out this one. This one is parents in Vietnam, all right? So look at it, 874 members. That's a lot of members, you know. These are free leads, guys. You want free leads, I give you free leads. They're all there. You don't have to pay a single cent. And look at it. They are posting 10 posts a day. This is how you determine it, 10 posts a day. So how do you know how active a group is by how many posts they post a day. So this is a good group. The minute you join the group, right, you have access to all the members. And all these members are targeted followers. Guys, just think about it. No need to do roadshow. Don't need to do street canvassing. Don't need to get rejection because you just need to click. Your finger can click already. You get a lead. In the comfort of your home, in aircon, nice music, your children can be playing around you and you're adding leads. You are going on a holiday while waiting for the immigration corner, you are already getting leads. While at a spa, in a bathtub, you're already getting leads. I'm telling you guys, we can get sales in classy lifestyle environments. You don't have to suffer. And the best thing is if these people reject you, right, you don't even know. You won't even feel the pain of rejection because you won't know. There are too many leads already. 5,000, you know. One person reject you, you won't feel it one. So how do you add them? Very easy, just add them, right? There's a button called add friend. Just add. And then when you add already, I give you a script. Hey, so-and-so, I got to know you from so-and-so group. Like you, I'm also a dog lover. Like you, I'm a foodie. Like you, I serve the expatriate market. Just added you on Facebook, keep in touch. That's it. So they follow you on your Facebook profile. These are your followers. And to make things orderly, you always want to categorize them. So after they add you as friend, just go to your friend list. And for every one of them that you don't recognize, chances are they are not your friend, right? If you don't recognize them, that means they're not your friend. They're definitely not your customer, right? That means they are your potential customers. They are the people that you added from all the groups that you wanted. Then what you do is, under this button called friends, you click on it, you add them to another list, right? And then I suggest you name the list Raving Fan Base. So you're compiling all these hot targets, the 5,000 targeted followers, into a list called Raving Fan Base. And then whenever you do your post, you only post to this bunch of people, the Raving Fan Base. All right. So I just want to show you a gist, just give you a sense. Okay, this is not a technical presentation, but I just want to give you a sense that just by going into Facebook group, you can get many free followers without advertising. All right. And I told my mentees, the KRR stars, every day I want them to add 15 people. All right. It's so easy. You add 15 people, it takes you less than 1 hour. Okay. Your coffee haven't finished drinking yet. You already at 15 already. Imagine in 1 week you were at 105. In 1 month you add 420. In 1 year you have added 5,040 followers. Amazing. And then through your content, the scripts, the guidelines that I've given you, you can convert them into community members. And using sales scripts that I can give you next time, you can convert them into raving fans. That, my friends, is the secret. Monetizing your fan base. That's the secret to growing your own fan base, to have your own golden goals. Alright, so imagine if you have 5,000 followers, it means you're going to make this amount of money every month. You're going to have this number of customers every month. For those of you doing recruitment in the MLM business, this is the size of the recruits that you can have. All right. So I hope by now, at this point in time, I want to answer one question. Dennis mentioned a very good point. Eric, I think Facebook only allows up to 5,000 friend max, correct? So guys, I want to let you know this. The minute you hit 5,000 friends on Facebook, Facebook has a function that allows you to duplicate your followers into a page. That means you basically, it's like a control D. So all your friends on your profile will now automatically be converted into 5,000 fans on your Facebook page. You can even tell Facebook what content you want to transfer over to your page. That's why I say 5,000, because the minute you maximize it already, then you transfer. If you right now have 1,000 followers on your profile, you can already have a page. You can even hit a button that says migrate, and you can migrate all your friends, right, who are actually basically your followers, into fans. With 1,000 can do, but you only can do it one time. That's why I rather you max out 5,000 friends first, hit the migrate button, you convert all your friends into fans on your Facebook page. You will have a solid page without having to advertise. All right, so Dennis, thanks for your question. That's a good question. So I'm going to pause here for a moment, and I just want you guys to realize that every one of you listening to me right now, watching me right now, you can have your own fan base on a social media platform, any social media platform. And these are fan base, they are hot leads that know you, love you, and respect you. All you need to do is open your mouth and tell them, I got a new product coming up. I got a new service coming up. They will buy. That's the reason why many of my KRR stars can earn so much money in a month. They can earn $7,200 with just one Instagram story. They can have 10 to 300 customers a month from all around the world. They have a 75 to 100% closing ratio. That's ridiculously high, even though they are very new in the business. Even the top salespeople will not have this closing ratio, right? The reason why we have this closing ratio is not because we're amazing, but it's because we have already nurtured the lead very quickly, very passively on a social media platform. So to summarize, so first of all, before I summarize, how many of you can see yourself having your own fan base? Give me a shout out right now. How many of you can see yourself having your own fan base? Dennis, Rio, Mala, Adrian, Melba, Russell, Ivy, Rizal, Margaret, Stella, Hillary, Alan. Alan is like so many emoticons. Evelyn, Joanne, Virginia, Ming, Princess Wendy. Wow, I love your name. Sherwin, Jabasan, Lim. How else? How about the rest of you? Alan, me, Kwan, Lim, Savina, Beng Sheng, Sandra, Parama, Damien. Who else? How many of you here? Like, I've spent some time with you, you know? How do you do that, right? And Janice is saying, like, I'm not sure how to approach the stranger. You don't have to approach the stranger. Use my script. The script is already tested. It's in the slides that I gave you just now. Just send them that script. It's done. It's time tested. My mentees, 657 of them, have tried and tested it. Just use it. And even if they reject you, it doesn't matter, right? It's not qualified then, right? And the best part is if you have many, many interests, it's awesome. So you can add many, many types of followers. Now, so I hope that you realize by now that your follower size do not matter as much as your ability to convert a stranger to a follower to a member to a raving fan. All right, that's number one. And number two, I hope you realize that content creation is a very big part of your success in building a fan base. And with proper guidance, with proven templates, you can definitely create engaging content that grows your followers and convert them into active members. And every social media platform has their secret code, right? And so if you know the right hacks, you can exponentially grow your followers to a number that no traditional prospecting method can achieve. And you can now achieve that kind of followers without having to advertise. So let me ask you a question. Are you guys benefiting so far from the webinar? Lynette, if you missed the slide, don't worry, you'll get to see it in the replay, okay? We'll be sending you a replay. So let's go to this question. How many of you here, you have benefited from the webinar? Like, come on, this is a good time to film this. How many of you have benefited from the webinar? So we have Margaret, we have Rue, we have Adrian, Mala. How many of you have benefited from the webinar? We spent quite a bit of time going through all the 3 secrets. Secret number 1 was about, helping you to understand the biggest mistake that people make when it comes to growing their fan base on social media. Secret number 2 is giving you a powerful strategy on how to create great content on a consistent basis, even if you suck at creating content. Secret number 3 is a Facebook hack that allows you to have 5,000 hot targeted leads without having you to advertise. So if you have benefited from the webinar so far, let me know in the comment section. Right? How many of you here you've benefited? Awesome. Maria Teresa, Pula, Alan, Sandra. Oh, so sweet of you. Always benefit from you. Phoebe. Suvina is so cool. I watched the webinar twice. Super good. Excellent, guys. Now, how many of you here today, you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed because we've covered so much? And if you do, I just want you to know that it is perfectly normal because I was trying to cram so much value for you in one day, okay? But I hope that, you could now, at least from today's webinar, you could see the possibility of having your own raving fan base, right? Now, if it's okay with you, I'd love to share with you a very special offer that will allow me to hold your hands to build your raving fan base, right? Your own raving fan base. This way, with my help, right, with me holding your hands and guiding you, you have a most guaranteed success in seeing the kind of results that you've seen earlier on. So if you're okay with me sharing with this special offer, could you please let me know in the chat box right now? Like, you're okay. Eric, please tell me about this special offer. Is it a yes or a no? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you, Suting. Bing Sheng, thank you. Lok, thank you. Lin, awesome. Noel, thank you. Margaret, excellent. Let me know in the comment section. Are you guys okay with me sharing this special offer? And this special offer is going to allow me to hold your hands, walk you through the process, guide you step by step on how you are able to build your raving fan base with a most guaranteed success. Beautiful. Now, let's go. Do you remember just now at the start I told you this, right? That it took me, music down, It took me 10 years to build my own raving fan base. 10 years. It's freaking long. But over the 10 years, I've also experimented and therefore came up with a system and a roadmap that has almost guaranteed success. And that's the reason why today you can hear so many examples of success stories from multiple industries who were able to see results in under 1 year. And the reason why they're able to do that is because every single one of the KLR star went through a 8-week mentoring program. In other words, I became their mentor like how Ron Kaufman became my mentor at the beginning of my career. So let me walk you through this mentoring program, all right? So the whole purpose of this 8-week online mentoring program is to help you grow a raving fan base so that you can have unlimited pipeline of ready to buy customers who only want to buy from you and you only. So every week, by the way, I want to let you know this as well, that you can build the raving fan base on any of the social media platform here. So it's platform independent. So it doesn't matter if you want to build your platform on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or YouTube. This mentoring program will teach you how to do that. And this is a little preview of what's going to happen. So if you join the online program, you have access to a membership site. And in the membership site, you have access to all the video training. All right. Every video training will be sent to you on a weekly basis. It's about an hour plus long and it's broken into mini videos of 3 to 5 minutes. Right. So this is roughly how it looks like. So every week, one video training will be sent to you. So let me walk you through the video training. So in week 1, I'm going to teach you how to get your first referral and your first repeated sale. So I want you to start making money at the first week. Week 2 and to 4, I'm going to teach you how to grow your followers to about 1,000 with 21 days of strategic content. So I'm going to teach you what kind of content to produce. It doesn't matter which platform you're on, but you're going to learn how to produce a platform. I'm going to hold you. I'm going to guide you. And these modules are going to help you improve your writing skills. It's going to help you improve your public speaking skills. So you don't have to waste your money attending writing classes or public speaking classes. You just need to come and join us for this video training. Week 5, I'm going to teach you how to develop hot leads who have the high chance to buy from you. In other words, you're going to learn how to convert your follower into a community member. Week 6, I'm going to teach you creative sales pitches to get 75 to 100% closing ratio. So you're going to be able to learn how to pitch to your community to get all the meetups so that you can enjoy 75% to 100% closing ratio. So you remember all this closing ratio? You're going to learn that in that particular module. Now, I'm going to pause there for a moment and I want to ask you a question, right? How much money can you earn for every customer you secure? So I'm going to pause there. Let me know in this comment section. Like, the insurance people can make about $1,000 average commission per customer, right? How about the real estate people? How about the network marketers? For every person you bring in, either to buy a product or to join your business, on average, how much money can you make per customer? You need to know these numbers because if you're doing sales, this is a very important number to know. I'm going to wait for you, okay? For the insurance people, how much money do you make per customer? For the training people, right? How much do you make per customer? Is it like me, $500 a day? Or could you be making about $2,000 a day? So let me write that down so that I can guide you. So we have Parama telling me that she's making about $11,000. 11,000 ringgit for a customer. How about the rest of you? How much money do you guys make every customer? So think of me right now. I'm mentoring you. I'm guiding you right now. If you do not know your numbers, then you will not be able to get more sales. So Joseph is saying, yeah. So Joseph on average is about 1,000. Parama, which industry are you from? Insurance is about 1,000 to 1,300 per customer. That's great. Parama, which industry are you from? John Amos, I think you're a trainer. I remember you said that just now. So it's 5K per customer if you're in the training world. Janice, 1K. Thank you. How about the rest of you? Real estate. Is there anybody today from the real estate business? How many of you from the real estate business? Yes, Parama. Okay, got it. So Parama is from the real estate business. So you make about $11,000 for real estate for one customer. For insurance, you make about 1,000 to 1,300 for insurance. For trainer, you make about 5,000. Now, I just want you to see this, okay? I just want you guys to take your calculator out, and I want you to put it down here, okay? If you see on average, right? On average, let's say Okay, we do very low for you, okay? We do very low. On average, if let's say we help you get 10, right? Because my lowest is 6, my highest is 337, right? Let's just say that, I help you get 20 lah. Okay, 20. Okay, make it easy, 10. Okay, let's just do 10. So everybody put your calculator 10 times the amount of money you make per customer. So for the real estate people, right, you would make 110,000 ringgit every month. For the people in the insurance world, you will make 10K every month, right? Am I calculating correctly? And for the trainers, you will make 50K every month. All right. So Andrea sell cakes. So maybe Andrea, you can say one cake on average, how much will you make? Right. That would be a cool way. Trini C about 1,000. Look, 500. So it doesn't matter, guys. I just want to know the numbers. I always tell my mentees, you must know your numbers. So every customer that you acquire, how much money you make. So some of you is 5K, some of you is 1K, some is 11K. And if we can help you acquire 10 customers consistently every month, you guys are on average making $10,000 to $100,000. That's the value of this program, by the way. I just want to let you know that's the value. So week 7, we're going to help you scale that. So you see, right now, you're only acquiring 10 customers. But if I can teach you how to get 5,000 followers, your customers from 10 will become 20, 30, 100. Basically, whatever number that you just put for me here, those of you in the insurance world that just told me I can make 10,000 a month, you could easily make 50,000 a month. For those of you in the real estate world, you said that you're making 110,000 ringgit a month. With this week 7 module, you can easily make 1 million ringgit a month. Those of you in the training world, you can make 500,000 a month, right? That's the potential of the social media business when you build your fan base on social media, right? And finally, in week 8, I'm going to teach you how to amplify your star power to get you into a mini celebrity. So week 1 to week 7 is all sales, right? All sales. By the time you hit week 7, right? By the time you hit week 6, you should be getting $10,000 per month. You should be getting $50,000 a month. You should be getting $110,000 a month, right? Depending on which industry you're from. By the time you hit week 7. Why? Because I'm going to teach you how to get your followers. I'm going to help you get 10 customers. To get 10 customers, you need at least about 100 community members. To get 100 community members, you need about 300 followers. So all I need to do is help you get 300 followers, and I'll teach you how to convert 300 followers into 100 community members. We sell to this group, you'll get your 10 customers. And your 10 customers, your closing ratio will be so high. So basically by week 7, I will get you 300 followers, 100 community members, and 10 customers. 300, 100, and 30, and 10. By week 7, everything times 2, times 3, times 5, depending on how hardworking you are. Week 8 is where we do the really, really fun stuff. All right, week 8 is where, we will teach you how to be a mini celebrity. I'll teach you how to hang out with influencers, how to meet important people like, business leaders. I'll teach you how to get sponsorship. I'll teach you how to really be a superstar, right? Now, so summarize, this is what the whole entire program is about. The entire program is about helping you make more inquiries, make more sales, make more referrals. Everything else is a bonus, all right? And I just want to show you a couple of case studies here since we have time, right? This is Jiale. Jiale came to me a few years ago, actually 3 years ago, and he was struggling because he's not doing very well in street canvassing and cold call. He's not doing very well in road shows. He's not getting a lot of referrals, right? So I told him, I said that nobody's going to appreciate you unless you become a somebody. And he did it. He took my advice. He built his social media platform on Facebook. He created content based on what I've taught him. And look at his numbers last year, right? Last year, he more than doubled his sales. And he quadrupled his referrals. And this is his result this year, right? So you see, this guy joined me 3 years ago. But today, still today, he is still getting phenomenal results. In fact, he has never gotten MDRT before. Those of you not from the insurance world, MDRT is $1 Million Round Table, and it's supposed to be in the top 6%. Very hard to get. Usually you need to be 3 years in the business. But my mentees, I get them a challenge. I want them to get it in the first year they join my community. Jiale, right? Took a while because he's my very first mentee, right? He was 3 years ago mentee. But think about it. This year, he achieved his MDRT by end August. He took 8 months. People take a year. People take 3 years, 10 years. He took 8 months. Not only that, he's 100% powered by passive referrals. He doesn't have to look for business. Business look for him. Today, he's also a guest speaker at sales conferences. He's a mini superstar in the business, right? So it's pretty amazing. Glory, she's a bit shy. She's not like Jiale. She doesn't like to produce videos. So many of you might be thinking, but Eric, I'm not Jiale. I'm very shy. I don't want to do videos. You don't have to do videos. If you can write, it's good enough. Look at her. She writes in a simple Word document, and using the tactics I've taught her about how to engage her community, she got 2 referrals after a minute of sharing this. 2 referrals. And then she told me later on, I got a referral on Thursday and I just closed a case from that referral. Again, same thing last year. Oh, she also became a contributor to a magazine, right? A business magazine. And that's how she started attracting a lot of high net worth customers. And look at her. You know, last year, she told me that last year, November, she told me I've achieved MDRT officially. So she joined me last year as my mentee. And in less than a year, she qualified for MDRT. And I'm not all. Just to show you how consistent my mentees are, this year she messaged me and she said, Eric, I've done it again. Check out the date. She did it 1 month earlier now. She got her MDRT this time around in October. And, you know, she's in Europe right now enjoying herself. And she said, Eric, I have to attribute it to the branding and positioning you helped me establish. 80% of my cases and the big ones are all through referral through WhatsApp. Guys, the real sales doesn't come from your followers. The real sales comes from your community outside social media. Until you know how to convert them, you will never see this kind of results. You will always have to hustle. You always have to fight for leads. You always have to, you know, chase for leads. It's brutal out there, guys. It's not worth it. All right. So I just want to emphasize again, if you are in a highly competitive industry, if you're very skeptical and price sensitive customers, if you're selling something really intangible here, you have to have a fan base that is built on a social media platform. So let me tell you what who would do very well on this social media platform, okay? If you're an insurance agent or a real estate agent and you want an automated pipeline of ready to buy prospects, this program is perfect for you. If you're a network marketer and you want to attract high quality candidates to join the business, this program is perfect for you. If you're a coach like me, all right, actually no, I'm a trainer, right? If you're a coach, a doctor, an instructor, a fitness instructor, you want to acquire more quality customers. You're a cake maker that want to acquire more quality customers without spending money on ads. This program is perfect for you. If you're a trainer like myself, a speaker like myself, you want to go global. You want to earn more than what you're earning right now. You need to have a fan base. This program is for you. I just want to summarize. This program is very easy, okay? In a nutshell, within 7 weeks, I'm going to help you get 300 followers, 100 community members, and 10 paid customers. So you're going to get 10 new customers every month. And depending on how much you earn per customer, you know how much this program is worth, right? And then from then on, you would learn how to multiply that number by 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. And the good news is, the program is a lifetime program, all right? So what that means is you have access to the program forever, right? Which means that, you know, you don't have to worry that you have to finish this program in 8 weeks. You can consume the program however you want. Now, at this point in time, I suspect that the biggest concern that you might have is that you're busy, right? Because we're already in November and you're probably thinking to yourself that, Eric, you know what? This thing seems like it's going to take time and effort and commitment. But right now, all I want is to get sales for this month. All right, Eric, I need sales this month. I need sales in December. Otherwise, I cannot celebrate Christmas. I'll tell you something. Within week 1, I already get you your sales. You don't even, by the way, in week 1, you will not even get your 300 followers yet, but you will already get sales. In other words, even with 0 followers, you will already get sales and referrals. Why? Because this is my thinking. My thinking is building a fan base takes time. So while you take time to build your fan base from week 2 onwards, week 1, I want to reward you first. I want to teach you instantly how do you get sales, how do you get appointments, so that, you know, you get some money, you feel good, then now you can focus on the things I teach you. What I'm going to help you is middle to long term. So week 1 is short term. So week 1 will get you short term results. Week 2 onwards is going to get you the middle to long term. Just to show you how powerful week 1 is, right? This is from week 1. One script. This guy, Dylan, closed 3 appointments under an hour. Imagine closed 3 appointments and imagine he closed maybe just 1. He will already make $1,000, right? For insurance. Next, Yang can plan. She only have 170 followers. Yet, with one broadcast that I taught her, a script that I taught her in module 1, she signed a critical illness insurance and she made 14,550 Hong Kong dollar commission, right? In the first week, not first month, first week. Here's another one, Sam. He closed 100K single premium for retirement, earned $30,000. Now, then many of you, especially the real estate world, will say, Eric, does that mean that this program is only for insurance? No, it is independent. I'm not teaching you how to sell products. I'm not teaching you how to sell service. I'm teaching you how to sell yourself so that people buy whatever that you're selling. So I know I've seen some questions saying, would that work for real estate? Absolutely. We have a big community from Orange Tea that's in this program. Right? And I want to tell you this, guys, it's not about selling what you sell. If it's about selling what you sell and if it works, you wouldn't even come for this webinar. You already have done very well. The secret is not in selling your product or service. The secret is selling yourself. If people know you, like you, respect you, they'll buy whatever you say, whatever you sell. So that's the reason why I don't care if it's insurance or real estate or MLM or you can sell duct tape. I will be able to help you get results because it's not about your product. It's about you. Okay, so this guy earned $30,000 within module 1. Right? This lady earned $40,000 within module 1, week 1. This lady within week 1 ran a seminar because she does seminars. She had 70 signed up. Each of them pay her $600. She made $42,000 within 1 week. So please don't tell me you're busy. You're busy doing things that's not effective. I'm asking you, rest your X. Rest all your traditional prospecting methods. Rest all your traditional sales methods. Come to me right now. I am well trained in this area. I have so many success stories I've showed you. Give me 1 week of your time. Go through that 1 hour video training. And these are the results you're going to get. All right. So let me summarize what you're going to get. In this 8-week mentoring online program, you're going to get 8 weekly video trainings from me. And it's worth $2,997 US. And I just want to highlight to you, it's super duper worth it. Why? Because as I've already showed you, with whatever I teach you, potentially you can make $10K to $110,000. So $297 is totally 100% worth it. Why do I price it this way? Because that's how much we will charge if we were doing a corporate program. The good news is you're going to get lifetime access to this weekly program. And to recap, this program is going to get you 300 followers, 100 community members, 10 sales every month. Plus, within week 1, I will already help you get your sales and your referrals. Next, just now I asked you, how many of you want the content guide? How many of you want the headlines, right? I'm going to throw it to you FOC as part of the package, all right? You see my content here. It's proven, okay, guys? When I first started creating content, it was so difficult. I was struggling because I did not know what good content to create. But now that I know, it's not about creating content. It's about modeling after great content. I just model and I'm on fire almost every single Tuesday. This is 2 months ago. I created this video. I 145,000 likes, 13,000 comments, 121,000 shares. This is crazy. 7.7 million views. It's not difficult, guys. Just follow instructions. Next. Recently only, I created this video called Watch This Video If You Face Price Objections. Again, I modeled the headline, I modeled the look and feel, I modeled the script. I got 1.9 thousand likes, 687 comments, and 302 shares. Guys, the biggest problem that you guys are going to face is this. You can never harness the power of social media unless you're able to create great content. And the problem is you have no time to go and figure out what is great content. So if I can give you my guidelines and my templates and my headlines, you don't need to think. You can immediately, day-to-day basis, create awesome content that's already proven. Because if you don't do that, you'll forever be struggling to create great content. I'll give you an example. Her name is Ita. Ita is, if you're from Prudential, you know her. She's like the #1 insurance agent in Prudential, COT, Court of Table. And she's been trying on her own to create content. And yesterday, this is just yesterday, you know, she was like so frustrated because it's so difficult to create content. All right, it's difficult, not easy. She told me, Eric, is there a system I can follow? And she's right. It's spot on. It's about system. It's not about every day you feel like it, you create content. When you're bad mood, you don't create content. When you're good mood, you create content. No, it's a system, right? Like how insurance is a system, real estate is a system, network marketing is a system. So even a top producer come to me and say, Eric, is there a system I can follow? Now, she has never gone to this webinar before. She has never attended my webinar before, okay? But look at me, I just told her this. Come join my online mentoring program. We have a 21-day content guide with guideline and example, easier for you to follow. Immediately, she said, how can I join? She did not even spend time with me listening to my webinar. And just because of this document, she's willing to pay money without attending a webinar to get this template. This just goes to show you how valuable this piece of content and bonus is. And nobody has it online. We're going to give it to you for free. I have a lady, her age is 57, right? She's 57, my oldest client. And check it out. She followed my template, okay? And she get what? 153 likes, 78 comments, 2 shares. Today, if you log out right now and you try to do it on your own, I guarantee you, you will stop in 7 days. Because so what if you know how to find viral content? It's going to take you so much time to find viral content, you will not find it. Which means you will not create great content. Which means you will not be able to convert your followers to your community, to your fan base. Which means this golden goose is not available to you. Guys, this is where the rubber meets the road. Your success, you know the 80-20 rule? The 20% leads to 80% success. The 20% is in the content. So if you sign up for this mentoring program, I would throw in the 21-day KLR content creation guide, which is worth a lot of money, $1,997 US dollars. I'm also going to give you the 50 powerful headline templates so you don't have to do research. The templates will already tell you what kind of headline to follow. I just want you to copy and paste. All right. The total value so far of this entire 8-week mentoring program is $5,491 US dollars. And that's not all. You still need this, guys. See, guys, I gave you the system of how to find raving fan base, right? 300 followers, 100 community members, 10 sales. I also show you, you need to create content to be able to take them through the process. But you have a very big question now. Eric, who are my fans? Is any Tom, Dick, and Harry my fans? The answer is no. Do you know that one of the reasons why I struggled so much at the start of my career is because I was trying to sell to everyone. Do you know not every customer is good for you? Not every customer, just because they're profitable, means that they're suitable for you. No. Look at Justin Bieber. How many of you here are fans of Justin Bieber? Quietly raise your hands. Now, I'm pretty sure, I asked this question a lot during my seminar, I'm pretty sure not many of you will raise your hands, right? Why? Because you're not fans of Justin Bieber, right? And if Justin right now is in this room and he's looking at you guys right now, he's not going to be disappointed. Why? Because Justin knows that his loyal fans are 13-year-old, 14-year-old girls who love love songs, right? All celebrities know this rule of building their fans. If you try to appeal to everyone, you end up appealing to no one. If you try to go after everyone, you end up appealing to no one. It's the same in the business world. If you try to go after all customers, you would fail. So even if you have a system, even if you have content, but you find the wrong followers, you would still fail. That's the reason why this bonus is very important to you. It's going to teach you how to find your super fans. Your super fans are your crazy fans who love you so much, who think the best of you. These are the people that click the most with you, have the most chemistry with you, and they are begging to buy from you. These are the people that wave their wallet and say, can I buy something now? Right? And I just want you to think about it. Imagine if you can find those fans. Imagine if you can find potential customers who are like that, who can click with you, got chemistry with you, they finish your sentences. You don't even need to sell to them, they buy from you. Just tell me right now in the group chat, how many of you here would love to find your super fans? Raise your hand. Don't raise your hands, especially if you're driving, don't raise your hands. Right, fill in the blanks right now. Leave me a chat box right now. How many of you here want to find your super fans? Go, leave me a chat. You want to know who they are. Julia, Stella, who else? Adrian, Maria, Regina, Vincent, Savina, Joanne, Russell. We all do, okay, guys? Because if you can find your super fans, right, sales is gonna be effortless. In fact, you don't sell to super fans. Super fans chase after you. You don't chase after super fans. The reason why all of you are struggling right now is because you're selling to people that don't appreciate you. And the reason why they don't appreciate you is because they can't click with you. No chemistry with you. And the reason why they have no chemistry with you is because they are not your super fans. Alright, so super fans have a certain demographics, they have a certain personality one. So now you don't believe me, never mind. Alright, believe my mentees. Look at my mentee. This is Elaine. Alright. Elaine, she's very sweet. She knows I'm running a webinar right now and she sent me a DM just now. She says this, Eric, I know you're running a webinar later and I have a message to all the people out there who's going to watch this webinar. Dear good people out there, that's all of you. All right. A big turning point during my mentoring with Eric was when I watched a video on finding my affinity market, basically the super fans. Because of the process he took me through, I found my tribe. I now know who truly love me. I now know who truly celebrate me. And thanks to social media, I could find more of them at the comfort of my home. Even when I'm resting this whole period of my operation, she just undergo an operation, good things are coming in because these are my fans. And thanks to Eric, I qualified for MDRT for the first time after being in the business for 15 years. Hey guys, 15 years eh? Never get MDRT before, but the minute she found her super fan, boom, MDRT. Because she went where she is celebrated. In fact, I'm going to launch my book, specially written for them in March. Eric must come for my book launch. Huh? Thank you for everything as always. So glad I found you. Guys, you need your fans. You need your super fans. Here's another one, Albert. See, Albert, like a typical Singaporean, botak guy, also got super fans, right? So much so that he's invited on radio, right? So much so his closing ratio is 85%. Why? Because he don't sell to any Tom, Dick, and Harry. He sell to a specific type of family that are his super fans. So he did a seminar, 7 families turned out, 6 families closed. Those of you in real estate, those of you, you're trying to do recruitment and sales, I tell you something. Until you know your super fans, you will never know, you'll never know, right, who are you going to sell to. You will never know, right, who you should recruit. Therefore, if you can find your super fans, you will recruit the right people, and therefore you don't even need to worry about closing them, right? You will already automatically close them. So some of you are saying, Eric, I am, I'm climaxing already. No, I just want to let you know how much value I'm going to put in the program. I'm going to make you guys go like, Eric, if I don't sign up for this program, I'm stupid. All right. So here's another one, okay? This guy, Chinese guy, okay? Chinese Ching Chong one, right? Because he found his super fans, he put one post out. He has 550 people commenting it. 550 because he found his super fans. See that? This is real stuff. Okay, Marcus Cool. All right, thanks to my sifu, I did a promotion. I got 500 plus comments in 7 days. All these are leads. So guys, this is the bonus you're going to be getting from me as well if you sign up right now, which is a questionnaire that will help you find your super fans. Okay, this is more important than knowing your personality. And this super fan thing is worth $997. It's free of charge for you if you sign up for this program. So the total value right now of this program is already $6,488, and I'm not done with you guys yet. I want to add more value to you. I want to make you guys go like, oh my God, Eric, I'm drooling already. Now, Facebook advertising. How many of you here advertise on Facebook? Don't raise your hand, I can't see. Put it on the group chat. How many of you here advertise? Like you actually sign up for this program because you want to learn how to advertise. I'm not saying advertise is bad. There are some people that will be suitable to advertise, right? Once you have a following, advertising makes sense, right? How many of you here want to advertise? Adrian wants to advertise. Who else? John Amos wants to advertise. Leslie Arita wants to advertise. Chloe, or is that Cole? All wants to advertise. Parama wants to advertise. Lim. Okay, guys, you'll love me for this. Okay, you'll love me for this. I'll tell you something. I, over the last 1 year, have hired so many agencies to help me do Facebook advertising. The fact that you see this webinar means that my advertising works. Correct? Work, right? Now, today, if you go out right now and you sign up for an advertising program, I guarantee you will find a program, and the program will cost you $2,000. All right, it'll cost you $2,000. But the good news is, I managed to convince one of my friends. Gabriel, all right? He runs a 7-figure digital marketing agency, and he's going to give you this DVD, no, actually not DVD, this recording for free as a bonus. Now, Gabriel used to run most of my social marketing campaign, and if you've seen my content, you've seen my results, you know he's good. And this is a program he's now conducting at $1,997, and he has recorded an online version to teach beginners how to start with Facebook ads with a simple step-by-step process, which means you do not need to sign up for the program because it's here for you for free. With this blueprint, you're going to be able to run successful ad campaigns almost immediately with very low cost. And most importantly, you avoid all the painful mistakes that you would make if you run your own ads. Look at my mentee. This guy, before he joined, he go and hire a digital marketing agency, and the digital marketing agency say, we'll do all the ads for you. We do everything for you. You just pay us 2.5K, $2,500 as a fee. And that fee doesn't include ads yet. So he still need to top up another 2,500, which means he paid 5,000 Sing dollars. Barely 1 month later, he got less than 20 leads, right? He got 20 leads. No sales. 20 leads, no sales. So therefore, you know, he asked for a refund and the guy went missing. The digital marketing guy went missing. The marketer went missing. All right. And finally, he made a full police report. He only got back 1/3 of his money. Guys, this is what happens when you do not know how to advertise. It's not as if I'm saying that all marketers are bad. I'm saying that be smart. Know how to advertise so that later when you hire a marketing agency, they cannot fool you. They cannot trick you because you know what they are talking about. Right? They cannot try to smoke you, right? So I just want you to know this program is available out there. It's $1,997. But if you sign up with me in the 8-week mentoring program, you'll get it FOC for free because Gabriel has already recorded an entire session in this program. All right. So those of you who are running ads, you don't have to look elsewhere. I will teach you how to run a following and you market to your following. You already get sales. On top of that, if you want more sales, you can run advertising. I'll teach you through Gabriel how to run your ads. In total, this program is now worth $8,485 US. Finally, I know what you guys are going to tell me. Eric, this is solid. Okay, I really love this thing, Eric. This is solid. But I lack commitment. I lack discipline. How many of you are like that? Huh? Like, you know, because you got 101 things to do. You know, if I don't guide you, especially this is an online program, you all would think, Eric, this is an online program. We won't get to see you. We won't have the commitment and discipline. Now, I beg to differ. The fact that today you stay with me for 1.5 months, 1.5 hours. The fact that you stay with me 1.5 hours shows you that you can do an online program. It is possible, right? But what you lack is someone to hold your hands and guide you. You see, the horrible thing that could happen right now is you drop out of this webinar and you try to do it on your own, right? And because today you only spend 1.5 hours with me, you cannot get 100% of what I teach. You probably only get 10%. And therefore, you try your best to do that 10%, it will not get you any result. And then you get frustrated. While every month you keep hearing me share more and more case studies to you, it's very frustrating. What you need is a mentor like myself who have been through the process 10 years ago, who have helped 657 mentees go through that process in 1 year. I want to hold your hands and guide you. How do I guide you? By giving you access, lifetime access to a star community. I call it the KLR star community. You have heard about them right at the beginning of the webinar all the way through now, 657 of them. All of them have been through this program. And on top of that, I will also give you access to a secret Facebook group. So what is the value of it? Let me explain the value, okay? Every time you finish your weekly program, you would have a lot of questions, correct? Confirm you have a lot of questions. Even today, you listen to a webinar like this, you already got a lot of questions, yeah? So every month, I would do a special Q&A session using Facebook Live. So it's like the public Facebook Live, except I do it in the group itself, right? So you will only see it in the Facebook group, and I will answer every single question you have. On top of that, you will also be able to ask me questions by typing your questions down. And you can see it's very, very active. I visit the Facebook page, secret group every day. So essentially, you're buying my time every day to help you build your raving fan base until you see success. Right? Nobody offered that kind of value to you. Also, I do a lot of country meetups. So every time I go to your country, Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, Hong Kong, whatever country you are, whenever I go, including friends from Beirut, I'm actually coming back to you guys next year. So every time I come to your countries, you are my priority. You'll be the first group of people I meet. This is a bonus, okay? So do not expect that I have to meet you, but I will meet you as a priority. So every time I'm in your country, we'll do face-to-face meetups so that we can hug, shake hands, and do a lot more detailed learning, all right? And some of you might say, but Eric, are you sure you got time? I have time, right? I have time for you guys because that's the reason why we are going to charge, so much value to you because I wanted you to get successful. Look at this guy, James Vergata. James Vergata is from Philippines and he was stuck in building his fan base. He could not get the results he wanted. He put in a lot of effort, he did not get the results. So what I do, I immediately get on a call with him. We set up a time. One day later, I set up time with him. And check it out. After just talking to him for about 40 minutes, he got 5 sales appointments and he closed 3 sales. Many of you guys, you're not getting sales, not because you're not doing enough. It's maybe you're doing the wrong things and nobody's telling you that. So if you enter this program, you're going to have direct access to me, right? You notice something. If you try to ask me questions on Instagram Live and all that, I cannot, I got 130,000 followers with me. I can't answer all of them. But my priority will be you. Right, watching this right now. Should you have any questions, you can watch it. Suvina, do me a favor. Suvina is listening to this right now. Suvina just joined the KRR Star community on Wednesday. On Wednesday, she joined the program. On Thursday, she had a concern. And on Thursday night, I called her. She's in Indonesia. I called her at 9 p.m. to help her solve her problem. Suvina, if you're still listening to me, can you prove that I did it? Like by saying, yes, Eric did it, right? Guys, my heart is for you. The only way you can get result is if you have someone, breathing down your neck, right? And that's me, all right? Because I believe in this so much. Only I can help you build your fan base because I believe in it. If you do it on your own, your chances of success is going to be extremely low, guys. So this is Glory, same thing, right? Glory had so many questions. Immediately when I reply her in 1 minute's time, 1 hour later, she's able to come up with a proposal, right? This is a KRR star who just joined us also on Wednesday. And immediately on Thursday, actually everything happened so fast. On Thursday, she texts me on Instagram, Eric, I got so many questions for you. Can I meet you? Sure, because you are my priority, right? So I switched on Facebook Live and I recorded the entire session and I shared it with the other 657 of my KRR stars and everybody found it valuable. So what am I trying to tell you here, guys? All I'm trying to tell you is that this is priceless. This lifetime access to this star community is priceless because you're going to get access to me directly to ask questions, to get motivation, to get inspiration. I would know you by first name basis if you join this program. So I've said enough. You guys are climaxing already. And I want to tell you this entire program is worth $8,485. And right now I want you to think about it. If all this program did for you was simply to double your appointments, double your sales, double your referrals, without having to do roadshow, cold call, or street canvassing, would it be worth it to you? Yes or no? Not your head if you say yes. If by learning how to become loved, known, and respected, you are treated with more respect, you are treated with more appreciation, and your customers happily refer you without you asking, would it be worth it to you? Yes or no? Not your head. And finally, on top of that, if you can also learn how to be a celebrity in your own industry, you get invited to speak on stage, you get interviewed on TV and radio, people idolize you, buy things for you, remember your birthdays, your words carry weight. Would it be worth it to you? $8,485. Yes or no? So when I was designing this program, obviously I was very kiasu. I really wanted to throw in as much value as possible until you guys climax. So I had 2 options. I can make it really, really cheap so that many of you sign up, or I can make it really, really valuable, limit the number of people who sign up so that I can help you. So I chose the second one, which is I make sure that it's extremely valuable, but I cannot make it cheap, so that I only want to work with people who's willing to invest in themselves. And so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting so long for this. But this is the price, right? The public price for this program is $1,997 public. So if you sign up right now with the link outside of this webinar, is $1,997. But if right now in the next 30 minutes, sorry, the next 20 minutes, if you sign up, it will only be in 997 US dollars. Guys, I just want you to know this, all right? 997 US dollars as an investment, but you guys are going to get $10,000 back every month. You guys are going to get $50,000 every month. You're going to get $110,000 every month. That's the potential.